Hello there and welcome back to another Thunder's Productions video. I'm the madman behind the mic, Jag Thunder, and this is Minecraft. And what's up guys, and welcome back to another episode of Let's Build a Military Airfield. I don't know if I have to do that intro anymore. We're now about 19 episodes in. I've lost track. But anyways, that's what we're doing. We're working on the B52 Hangar Bay. You've been following along, you know what the hell we're doing. So anyways, last episode we were putting in this maintenance shop type building, and I did not finish it off camera. And I just I stopped, took a little break, and we're back, and we're just going to keep on trucking. And we were pulling questions from episode 11, and again, there wasn't very many of them, and I think I just about got all of them. Hang on just a second. And we're just going to get right in here and we're going to start getting some shit going. Alright, and get rid of that. And I was looking at this before thinking that this didn't quite look right, but maybe it does. I mean, it's military. It's not going to be all fancy trimmed out, with, like I usually do with my blocks. I'll put on the outside like this and then trim things around on the main buildings, yes, but I think on this, I'm not going to do it. But anyways, from episode 11, we answered a few questions. I think there's a couple things left over, and more or less just kind of statements. And we're going to build this on the inside. What was this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So we got to go 11. And I always leave 1 in the opening right here. And let's use the smooth sandstone for this, like we did. The main doors, there's that, chisel and smooth. 1, 2, 3. I don't know why I was just counting that, but we'll put the smooth across here for the door. And I could probably do that actually out of an iron, but I think that'll be alright. So we go 11. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And that's where the door is going to be. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and then we'll connect that over here, and I'll fill that in later. But this just gives us an idea of where the door is at. And then we've got our chains on the side, and I think I'm using the cobblestone, and that will change. We talked about this on the last episode, changing the texture pack, the cobblestone and the stone, switching these out, which would get rid of this dark piece. And maybe going back to the stone that I was using previous to the last update, and now that sun is right in our eyes from where I set the timestamp on the last episode. So once we get away from this door, maybe it'll be all right. But anyways, I don't know. I still really am partial to this cobblestone. So maybe I'll just put the stone in as something else. But I do like having the slabs. I think would be nice to have. I think we're just going to overhang these by 1, and hopefully the lighting in here is not too bad. Just like that. That makes for a pretty good door, I believe. Like I said, and then I'll fill that in later. That'll be all right. And then on the side of this, I think is what we'll do is we're going to bring this back in by 1 and fill this up just like this. Cover this wall up, and that will give this something to connect to. Maybe we'll just do this. That way it's kind of, it's recessed and it looks like, I can do this around the outside like that. So same thing here on this side, and then same thing on this side going up. I think this will work out good, and I could put some shelves or something in here or whatever. Doesn't have to be anything special. It could just, again, just gives us some depth. It gives us something better than a flat wall. And I'll do the same thing along that side. Anyway, statements. Statements from the video. Episode 11. Callum Wright, he was the one that I had mentioned before about suggesting making different number episodes for each of the builds. Like this would be, episode 4 or 5 of, B52 Hangar Bay, and this just worked out. I mean, this was just amazing. It worked out right there. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. I'm just going to go ahead and get rid of this. And I had said on one of the other episodes, yeah, that was a good idea. And when I get done with the series, I will probably go back and put the numbers for each episode just to make things a little bit easier to find, I guess. Just, wasn't really on the priority list of things to do right now because I don't know how many episodes I'm going to have, and we're going to have the same thing over here. And then I can put some lighting lined up with that, and maybe just the inside of this, and I'll work that out later. Lighting is no big deal, and we'll just cover up the white. Where is that? That one's behind there, but why did I do that on the other one? Why did I do that over here? And I know it's dark. It's a little dark over here, guys, and I'll try to stay away from this area. Right there. I don't know why I did that, because I want to stay just the outside, so that'll work just like that. So anyways, yeah, numbering the episodes probably when the this season is complete, or with these, this play with or whatever, or when I get time and I think about it. Now that's white. I've got to leave. That was stupid. I'll pick that back up and go back to the sandstone, and then we can take this across. So yeah, the Callum Wright, that's a good suggestion, and when I get to it, I will definitely consider that one. Thank you. Another one we had from Scion Mushroom, and he's not the first one. Lich, you noticed it too. Did you hear birds tweeting in the background? Yeah, I've got my windows open. I am a fresh air freak. I do like having fresh air coming in. I'm the same way riding down the road. If it can be the middle of wintertime, and I'm going to have the window down just a little bit because I like the fresh air. Whether it's cold or not, I will run the heat. I don't give a shit. I'm making the car payment. I do what I want. Yeah, I do like the fresh air. And we're going to run this across and then back like this and frame that out. So yeah, you did hear birds in the last episode. And I've got the windows open. It was a really nice day that day that I was filming, and that goes down. So yeah, you heard birds tweeting outside. It's in the evening time now. The birds are pretty quiet, so you probably won't hear any. But I did get to thinking, and I might try it. Is downloading some ambient noises like that to run back with music, and we'll see how that works. And I'm just putting in some framing here. That's all, nothing special. Just to beef up the ceiling a little bit. But anyways, just to see how that works out. Do I want to? Yeah, I want to split that. So maybe just putting in like some false birds and some water. I think underneath the music, it would be very, very subtle, and you'd kind of hear it, but you kind of wouldn't. I think it would be very, very relaxing for these different playlists, and I'll even try it on my memorial. So in post edit, we'll see if it's there right now and you hear it. You're not hearing anything. You're not going crazy. In other words, yes, there are birds in the background. So, and if not, then I just didn't add any. But I am going to try it. I'm going to see how it turns out and see what it sounds like. But I think that would be very, very good idea. And like I said, Lich, had said that, that it was very relaxing when he was listening to it. And I hate that it did that. I really hate that it did that. That smooth sandstone. I may have to change out the material on the door. If I go iron, I like my iron block, but I don't think it makes a really good door. I don't know what else to change from. I got the moss stone, which is a little bit darker, or I could go with the polish andesite. Might make a good door with the sandstone, or even the nether brick, which is 112. Let's see what that looks like, because I am using that around the base. Did I just pick up where I wanted it to, or no? Yeah, I did. Okay, let's change this out really quick. And smooth is 24.3. What is it? 24.2. Okay, so 24.2. Replace 24.2 with 112. Is that what I said? And that's going to make the door a little bit too dark. So let's see what else we can change it out with. Definitely don't want to do brick. Stone bricks, maybe. Let's see. So let's undo that, and then let's do 98. And I think that looks good. actually, I think that will work. And let's get rid of these blue ones because we don't need that. And I think that'll work. I like that. And then across here, where the door actually touches in, putting in the stone brick stairs to kind of make it look like a little bit of a track. Do I want to go this way with it? I guess it doesn't really matter. But if I go this way, then you're going to see that stripe. So let's hold this on the back side of that. I think that will look good. And like I said, this is just to break up the ground. That's all this is for. It's just to break up this these double textures side by side like that. So yeah, I think that looks really good. So anyways, sign mushroom. Yes, you heard birds in the background. What else do we have? Oh, another comment. Emergency response Norway. Again, some of these here I probably won't post on the screen because it's just as time consuming, and they're not really questions. They're just more or less statements. But I am saying your name, shouting you out. So emergency response Norway. Say, guessing you have a mic stand on the desk. If so, I should get an arm on the table because it can get annoying for me doing that right there. And yes, I know it's been like that for a long time, and I've been meaning to get me a mic stand. The way I've got my desk set up. I don't know where I would put one, to be honest with you. I've been looking at it. It's not that I don't have the money. I've got the money for it. I just don't know where I would put one right now. But hopefully, maybe in the future. Again, quality first. Do I want that in the middle lined up with that? Or that throws this off. So I'm going to have to OCD this out and move it. So yeah, maybe further in the future, I will definitely... consider that because it has been on my mind, especially lately. It's been on my mind because I'm always trying to make better videos for you guys. The music in the background, just little subtle stuff like that to make things a little bit, always better with the videos. So yeah, that's something I am thinking about. Now, this does not split that in half, so that does not give us a light source over here. So I better not put these in until I figure out the spacing off of this one, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 on the 7th block in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Well, I guess that one was in the right spot. So that splits this okay and lines up with that, and then we'll leave this one out so it doesn't, OCD does not mess anything up if I put it right here in the middle. So I think that'll work okay. So yeah, that's a nice big maintenance shop. That'll be really cool. Should I do something different with... No, I think I'll leave the material the same. We'll leave all that stone. So yeah, it's a nice little simple building right there. Let's see what we got for our time. Alright, so we got about 12 more minutes. Any more questions from episode 11? Let's get this tidied up. Not really a question. Mr. Reebok, what texture pack do you use, and is this on PC or console? You must be new to around the channel, obviously. PC only, and in the description is the texture pack. And that is really it from episode 11. So we are done with the questions, and then we'll pick up on episode 12 for episode 20. Are we going to be on 20 already in 18? This should be 19. So yeah, we've already had... wait, was I going to leave that? Yeah, I was going to leave that. I don't know why I was tearing that up. So yeah, we've already had 20 episodes of Airfield. And we're getting a lot accomplished. How does that look? Is that going to look good when I mirror this over to the other side? I think it will. I think it's going to look... I think it looks good. Almost like it needs something though. Like the top of this needs to have, like I did over here on this part of the building. I did do that, didn't I? Let's do that. Let's do the same thing. Let's trim this out the same way. We'll put a, what do we got? Stairs upside down, right side up, and then gravel on the top. So let's go ahead and do the same thing. Oops, that way it matches the other side. So that's a good idea. Let's go around here, and we've got right side up, upside down. So they're going to be out here like that, and upside down like that. And then in the middle, I can push this down one if that's going to fuck up the door. So I need to go up by one. So let's go up by one. Gravel. let's get that. And where is it? Right there. So I've got gravel on top here. And then this is where the upside down one is going to be, right there. So just trim that out and then go right on top of that. And that will give us the gravel top. Yeah, and it's a little bit taller than the doors. I think that'll be okay. But that's definitely, this has to connect in. I don't know if I really want to do that or not, do I? How's that going to connect in right there? See, and then I've got this lip right here, and I didn't really want to do that. Because if I move this down by 1, I can put it in here. Like that. And it stops right here, and then this is down by 1. Oops. I'm probably just going to have to do that and move the door down. I'm just going to have to move the door down. Let's put the stairs underneath here, and that connects in a lot better. It looks more natural anyways. Yeah, I like that better actually. So the door is going to move down, and that will actually take us 1 block back, but I'm not going to be that picky about it. So I'm just going to go ahead and grab, let's grab here and the far corner, and we'll push it down 1, and then I'll fill it back in with gravel. And we can do that with a command. If I grab this here, and let's see if I can remember it. H-2, and then we're going to move 1 down, leave 13. Bam. Alright, so there we go. So what that does is it moves, obviously, what you've selected down by 1. See, this is still here. Let's get rid of that so you can see it. So you can see this is still here, and that holds my gravel up. And then the space that left behind, you put the material so that it leaves that material. So anyways, we're going to do the same thing here, just off to the side of the door, 3 over. 1, 2, 3. We're going to do the same thing here. Oh, well, I guess I could have just grabbed this. And we're going to do the exact same thing. We're just going to push and leave for the top. And then same thing right here, and H-2, move down 1, leave 13, and select. Oops, and select will get rid of our selection. So there we go, a little bit of lazy action going on there, no big deal. And we still keep our framing and everything else without screwing up anything that we had on the inside, so that looks good. And I've lost a piece of gravel here for some reason. Actually, a couple pieces of gravel. Oh, you bitch. Let's go up here, and for some reason, because I selected that whole area, so I had two right there. So let's go ahead and fill that back in. Oops, just like that, and then put gravel there, and that would not be there. We're going to have the trim on the outside all the way around, and let's go ahead and finish this up.
Upside down stairs all the way around. And I wish there was an easier way to set these, and I'm sure there probably is with a World Edit command. I know I can set the stairs going the other way, but I don't know if I can set them upside down. I'm sure there is a metadata, a colon, whatever thing they call them, metadata for that this specific block, and I would have to look it up from MC Edit would give it to me, and then I could try setting that. But we'll just go ahead and click away and finish up this building, and this will probably be our last episode on the B52 hangar. Anything else I will do off camera. Like, so this is all kind of basic, boring shit now, and I'll just put a couple things down here, and I may just leave that just the way it is and just take this out and put the grass back in, and I think that would actually look a little bit better than having too much fencing, so I'll probably get rid of that again off camera. Any kind of cranes and stuff that I put in on the inside, I'll do that off camera. There's no sense
doing another episode, because I do want to get started doing the main entrance is what we're going to be working on in the next series, or the next episodes rather, in this series. We're going to be working on the main entrance, and that should take us several episodes. It should be a really big, long run. I've got a lot of ideas for the main entrance that I want to try to incorporate and make work. Yes, that looks so much better than it looked so boring before. It was just straight edge like that, but I want to leave this. I don't want to do that to this. But anyways, a lot of really good ideas for the main entrance over there. I've got a lot of pictures that I'll be working from, and it should take several episodes, which will be nice. We'll get a nice big long run. We get a lot of these easier builds out of the way, and then we can get into something a little more complex and something that will last a little bit longer. So I think that will be good. I'm just going to change this over because I really don't think I need, you know what I probably do. I probably should have left that because I said I was going to put compressors and stuff for the inside of this building. But I can put this back and I can move this out by 1, maybe. Yeah, let's move this out by 1, and we'll put a gate right here, just like we did on the other side.
How did we do that on the other side? I gotta go way over here and look, damn it. It had a top on it. I know it had a top on it. Right there it is. Okay, so I want to do the same thing here. I'm gonna go up by 1. So 1, 2, 3, and then put a top and then overhang by 1. Okay. Alright, so that's what we're gonna do. And watch me get over here and forget. 1, 2, 3, and put a top on it. Alright, there we go. So I was 1 off, and then I can go here. Oops, and put that one down, and then go out to the corner. And I don't think I want to quite go that far because if we get a truck with a wide load coming through, it will smash into that. So I gotta try to kind of think about stuff like that. And then there, and then here. And we've got some bars. Let's put some bars in here. I hear crickets. I do hear crickets now. It's getting later in the evening. And there. And then I'll change that stone over to gravel. Because the gravel is breaks up this really nice too. There we go, just like that, and then we're just going to turn all this over to gravel. And I could use World Edit, but this is going to be sped up here anyways, and you guys can listen to the funny chipmunk voice while I dig this away and replace it with gravel. And I'll put a side door over here too for maintenance purposes, coming out of this maintenance building here on the right-hand side, so probably right about there looks good. No place special, and we will put in the same thing that I put in on the other side, but this will be for this specific section. Maintenance building or whatever we're calling this, workshop, where they work on the plane parts. So let's fill this in really quick. And
we'll call this good for this episode. It should be really close to the timer going off, and we can call this an episode, and we can call the B52 hangars done. We'll try to put, or I will put the schematic in the description if you want it. I'm not marking it on the videos because I don't want people just specifically looking for a hangar bay and with schematics and then just taking the schematic and not supporting the series. So I think what we just want to do. So yeah, there will be a schematic, but like I said, it's not going to be in the title, and that's why. I think that's fair. I think that's really fair. I don't think that's asking very much to do things like that. And that looks good. That's really simple. Goes down the side. We can put some stuff in there, some tanks, some air tanks, and air conditioning units on the ceiling up here, or the roof. And that will be it for the B52 hangar bays. So yeah, that turned out really, really well. Good. Oh, look at that. Awesome timing. So that was perfect. And yeah, that is it, guys, for the B52 hangar bays. Really hope you enjoyed that little run in the Airfield Let's Build series. Again, the next episode we are going to be starting on the main entrance down in here, and I'm going to try to pull this into World Painter and paint out some different roads and try to figure out whereabouts we're going to put this thing. So hopefully I have all that done before the next episode. But like always, guys, I appreciate you watching. Remember to rate, comment, subscribe, follow me on Twitter, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Later.